Brian, I cannot reconcile the media reports of the president's approval in the 30s and the 100% primary wins. That's right. Is there any explanation other than complete media bullshit? No, no, no. I think you got it. Yeah, I think I mean, this is what the media does. This is their old game plan. It's obviously doesn't work anymore because people aren't watching the legacy media anymore. I mean, Democrats are, and center left moderates are, but the vast majority of the country, they've curated their news content. They don't watch the news anymore. They go and they find influencers, or there's certain programs, or they go on TikTok or whatever it is. Yeah, I mean, they're mutually exclusive. I think I'll continue to we can both continue to try to figure out whether there's a medium, a synthesis of the two. But I can't see Trump having literally Bush, post 2006 approval ratings, which is what the media is pushing, and exercise the enormous political influence that he has. Bush had virtually no political, he had it over the establishment. That's probably the better way of putting it. Bush had political power only and solely through the establishment, through McConnell and McCain and all that sort of stuff. That was his power in Congress. Trump is coming in full MAGA power. That's his power. And so what you're seeing with these primaries, 100% win, 97% overall, what you're seeing with the voter registration trends, what you're seeing, I think, also with the voter roll purges that we're seeing, several million have been taken off those, and those tend to be concentrated in urban areas. And then the mass deportation, it's got to be 500,000, a million Democrat votes right there, if you think about it. Because again, they're being deported precisely from the places, the metro areas that are being purged in their voter rolls because they're so darn corrupt. So I just can't reconcile those two. And that's why, I guess, for me, that's why I really like Seth Keshel's analysis, because he's more or less, he's like, damn the polls, forget the polls. I mean, again, we use them if we think we're seeing something that's synergistic with this more structural argument. But he's basically like, forget the polls, look at the voter registration trends, and then I'll show you my election predictions based on voter registration trends. And they're literally nearly infallible. They're nearly inerrant. It's pretty impressive what Seth has pulled off. Whereas the pollsters, yeah, sometimes they're on, but man, sometimes they're off big time. I mean, just even in this Texas race, all the polling that I was seeing, and this was Qantas Insights in particular, who's one of the best in 2024. They were off by 20. They had Paxton winning by 10. That's a 20 point miss. We saw it with Massey. The pro Massey groups were polling Massey it's slightly ahead, and Massey lost by double digits. So polling. I get nervous with black pillars who base everything on polling, and I'm just like, it's talking about logic. That your inference is only as valid as your poll is, and we don't know until the election happens how accurate your poll is. So there needs to be some humility in your inference and in your analysis. And unfortunately for a lot of the black pillars, I don't see any of that. So I don't see how you can reconcile them. I do like Rasmussen, and Rasmussen, Mark Mitchell's very fair, and he has Trump in the mid 40s, and he said he's consistently had him in the mid 40s, and that's exactly what we would expect for a president. At this point, actually, it's an astonishing number for a president at this point in their second term. Remember, Trump has inverted his terms. It was his first term that was frustrated with a lack of political power. It's a second term where he has more political power, it seems, than any politician we've seen in modern politics. So it's impressive stuff.